and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, back on for the second time today. Hello. We're doing 10k with Eddie Izzard, but it looks like actually we might be doing about 12k with Eddie because I think Eddie is a bit behind time today. We have 12k to go with an hour and 15 minutes before 6 o'clock. So it might be that Eddie's going to finish quite a way after 6, 6:15 at the earliest, probably. So Eddie is in Innsbruck today, so that means not Watopia and not Yorkshire, but Innsbruck. So that's the one we want to choose, and then we scroll down, see how, actually not too far down today, but scroll down. There's Marcus. Clive Finnimore has done a cheeky marathon today without telling anybody. So a marathon for Clive. And Eddie as well. Who else is on for a marathon? Doesn't look like there's anyone else there on for a marathon. We'll find out when we get there anyway. So the job today is not to go the wrong way. Debbie Colville is running, Chris is running, so let's join Eddie and hopefully the treadmill will start. Jason Mitchell, good afternoon. Ryan Perring says, I've got this thing on the front of my stream which says, I've been running on Zwift, forever, and if I don't know about Zwift, then at least I'll know somebody who does know. And he says, yeah, it was a good job you do know, because you know naff all. Okay, let's do 12k with Eddie. So we're just going to finish off the run with Eddie. This is marathon number 12 for Eddie Izzard. Clive is an addict. He definitely has a problem, yes. Right, let's catch up. There's Sussex Geezer, there's Jeff Partridge. Adam Koffler's already done 10. So Adam's going for a half marathon today. Marcus Holmes is on 22. And there's Eddie now on 29.8. Right. Here's trouble. So Adam was only going to go for 10k today, but it looks like he's doing half. Right, Eddie's going quicker than normal today. Again, Eddie is improving every day. Faster and faster. Theo27, hello. Right, let me get my companion app set up so I can chat to everyone. Yeah, Victoria's already done her 5k today. Right, Clive says he only came for 5k. He's ended up staying for the whole lot. Adam was only doing 10k. So Adam was only going to do 10k, stop, and Clive was only going to do 5k. Oh, I've turned voice off. How annoying. Hey Siri, turn on voice control. Hey Siri. Unbelievable. I see, full stop, Clive was only going to do 5k, and now he's done a whole marathon, full stop, and Adam was only going to do 10k, and looks like he's going to do a full marathon. A half marathon, I mean. And Eddie is going faster than ever. Angela, hello. Good morning to you. Afternoon here. It's nearly 5 p.m. over here. I'm gonna have to speed up. Siri, turn on voice control. Voice control is now activated. Paul Blake, I've managed to activate Paul's iHome. Right, I can slow down now. I've caught them up. What's with all this extra fast running then? Question mark. Oh. Did anybody watch the interview with Steve Cram? I assume that's been on, hasn't it, Steve Cram? That would have been good. I might listen back to that later. Eddie's strapped up. Oh yes, Adam said she was going slower earlier, but had strapping and is now going like the wind. Well, that's madness. So it looks like we're here for about 12k then. And then I've got 2.5k tonight with the Tour de Zwift. So that'll be good fun. Might put a little bit of effort in there. It's only 2.5k, isn't it? We can go nice and quick for that. Ryan Perring's been watching. He saw some Austrian guy talk about the flying spaghetti monster or something. Eddie couldn't keep a straight face. Kim Salt is running fast to catch up. When I went on earlier, she took several loo breaks. Must be just when I go to run with her, yeah. Well, Eddie always seems to take a loo break very early on, like about 5 minutes into the run. Eddie will go for a loo break. And like me, basically, start running and suddenly realise you want to go to the toilet. But yeah, I'm going to look back and have a look at the Steve Cram interview. Also, there's been a post on Zwift Runners today and on Adam's forum from Richard Mellick saying if you do want to be interviewed by Eddie, they are still looking to finalise the last days of the project. So do send an email or send a message to Richard about who you are. Send a message to Richard and Richard will get it to the team. So if you think that you have a good story, particularly perhaps something to do with the countries that that Eddie is going to be running in over the next few days, if you are from one of the countries that are due to be running over the next few days, then do send Richard a message. This is Richard Mellick, who is one of the main organisers of this project. So yeah, you can send a message to him to say that you would be interested in being interviewed on Eddie's stream, and they may well get that sorted and get you on. But of course it does it does depend. They have got a lot of time, but they haven't got an inordinate amount of time. And I would imagine they'll only have one or two Zwifters on per day. But it would also be good. I think Clive and Adam should definitely message, just because you guys have been on so much with Eddie, and I assume you are going to continue being on almost every day. It would be great for you to get a bit of time to speak to Eddie as well. So I recommend you message Richard. I don't know if Richard's actually going to go on at all as well. I mean, I think it'd be useful for a Zwift promotion for Richard to go on. Or whether I go on again at the end, towards the end, I don't know. Also, I have put a post up the other day on Adam's forum. If you are interested in doing a little video, I just want a video which you do on your iPhone, which just says who you are, where you're from, and how you've been supporting Eddie over the past few marathons, and just quote the hashtag lines, run for hope, and or team humanity, or make humanity great again, those kind of things. If you can send me that video, and there is a link to my email address on Adam's forum, the Eddie Izzard Zwift Runners forum. But I'm quite happy to give my email address out for people if they want to send me a video, which I will then edit together and send to the Eddie Izzard team, and they might show that on the stream at some point. Yeah, I agree, Kim. I think she would like to talk to Clive and Adam. Eddie mentions Clive every day at the beginning, every day, and sometimes in the middle of the stream as well. And at the end, I noticed yesterday, Clive was mentioned. Right, let me drop a load of ride-ons. Oh no, low power on my phone already. Right, ride-ons for everyone. I've just realised I'm not on the Eddie Izzard Zwift stream setup that I've got. I've got it camera 2. We haven't got Eddie's stream today. That's a bit annoying. Never mind. 10 out of 10 for organisation as always. Are you taking the mickey, Ryan, again? Leo, hello.
Nice.
What's that about, Ryan? What have I not organised now? So, coming up already to 2 kilometres. There we are, 2 kilometres done. So, just 10k to go, look. It's madness, isn't it? Actually, no, it's 10.5k. Eddie is on 31.7, so that's 10.5 kilometres. Oh, that's very kind of you, Ryan. Thank you very much. I thought I was relatively organised. Although I have just admitted I wasn't, because I'm supposed to have a different setup on my stream. Basically, I just left the computer on from this morning, so what you're seeing on screen is this morning's setup, which has camera 2 listed. And as you know, we spent about 4 hours this morning trying to change it from saying Eddie's stream to camera 2. And now, of course, it should say Eddie's stream with Eddie's stream in there. Instead, it's camera 2. Because this the one I've set up for Eddie is a completely different production, which I haven't loaded. So, what are you going to do? It's only 10k, 12k. We'll leave it till tomorrow. Probably do a half marathon tomorrow, shall we? Set it up properly tomorrow. Would you look at that? Full stop. I've only been here 5 minutes. And we've got 10k left to go. Hey Gabrielle. So Gabrielle and Lucio are doing their workout outside today. It's actually not cold here today. It's very mild here today, so this jumper is going to come off shortly. It's certainly nowhere near as freezing cold as it has been. I hope it's lovely and warm where you are today in Argentina, Gabriel and Lucio from Argentina, regular contributors to the stream here at Film My Run and to Zwift as a whole. Lucio does his own streaming as well, so if you're interested in watching Lucio stream live from Argentina, look out for his streams on Zwift. A grand total of 2 parkruns left to go. Kudos to Clive for sticking in yet another marathon with Eddie. I'm seriously thinking of doing the final 7 all in a row. Anyone else interested? Question mark. Lucio and Gabrielle say the temperature is 24 degrees Celsius over in Argentina. So it's 24, if you still work in Fahrenheit, that's probably about 75, 76 Fahrenheit. Something like that. Chile again in, where is that? South Gloucestershire. Never heard of it, Jeff. Is that near Gloucestershire? It must be near Gloucestershire somewhere. So there's a county of Gloucestershire. Jeff is in some unknown, obscure region of Gloucestershire, known as South Gloucestershire. To him anyway, probably not to anyone else. It's probably just, it's probably just called Gloucestershire for everyone else. Right, I said I'm thinking of doing the last 7 in a row. Chris said I was thinking about it, but now I've decided not to. He thought about it for all of 5 seconds. I see you thought long and hard about that, Chris, for all of 5 seconds. At 1.2 degrees Celsius here. South Gloucestershire is a figment of Jeff's imagination. I think it's warmer than that where I am. I think it's probably about 10, between 5 and 10. Hello, Matt. F-Map. Who is F-Map? Let's have a look. I don't believe it. My phone is probably going to die before the end of the session. Fran. Hello, Fran. Hello, Fran. Nice to have you with us. Hello, Fran. Nice to have you with us. Full stop. Thanks very much for watching the stream. Yeah, Ryan says almost double figures here. Rainy weather helps keep the ice away. Oh, hello Tina as well. Yes, hello Tina. Hi Tina, sneaking in there. Right, Eddie, slow down a little. I think Eddie must have realised she's in danger of just going a bit further over 6 hours than she wants, really. Normally finishing around about 6 UK time. But I think it looks like she's going to be a bit slower than that today, which is probably why she's tried to speed it up a bit. So we're coming to 33 kilometres in now. Clive's just hit 33, Eddie's just about to, which leaves 9k left, 9.2 kilometres left. Yeah, stopping to get strapped up would have delayed it, wouldn't it? So let's see anyway, 9k to go. It's going to be 6:15, I would have thought. Yeah, in terms of temperature, I'm probably with Ryan. It is probably close to double figures here. Must be 8, 9, maybe even 10 degrees here. So not really cold at all, just kind of mild. Okay, Debbie Colville says Eddie said she wouldn't finish till about 6:30 today. So maybe the strapping did take a while then. But that was probably before Eddie put in a bit of a spurt, going a bit quicker. I mean, we're still going faster than usual now, even though we've slowed down a bit. So it may be that well, I think you know what to do, Jeff, don't you? I mean, who wants to listen to Priti Patel, for goodness sake? Oh, let's put some lights on. That's a bit brighter, isn't it? That is true, Ryan. We are both bad news, but for different reasons. For different reasons. At least with my bad news, you can just shake your head and laugh. Whereas with Priti's bad news, you shake your head and cry. And sometimes get extremely angry. I know you get extremely angry with me as well, but there's an irony to your anger, which is all right. Right, we sped up a bit again, maybe, have we? Or have I just gone too slow? I feel okay with my jumper on at the moment. Maybe I'll leave it on a little bit longer. Lee Ryby has joined. Hello, Lee. Hello, Lee. Full stop. Hope you're well. Nice to have you with us. Paul Hayward in the house. And Emma as well. Hello, Emma. Yeah, we're all wearing the blue kit. We are Team Humanity or the Blue Angels. There's some ride-ons for people who haven't had them from me just yet. Mo Magic, hello to you.
Nice.
So we are just doing 12k with Eddie Izzard on marathon day 12. So we are in Zwift. We're actually in Innsbruck in Austria. But the virtual marathon that Eddie is running is technically Vienna, because that's where Eddie ran in real life this time last year, or in February last year. So that's what we're doing. We're running through Austria, and a couple of people have done, or rather, Clive Finnimore has managed to do the whole marathon so far with Eddie. So Clive once again completes yet another marathon. I think he's vying for the total most number of marathons with Eddie, along with Jason, who has done 4 or 5 now. Jason Mitchell. So Clive and Jason are on the most number of marathons with Eddie. Obviously Eddie has 12 so far. But we will be at 31 by the end, so Eddie's going to do 31 in a row. Jason says it's taken all my willpower not to get competitive with Clive catching me up on the number of marathons. I must not skive work. No. So we're all working from home at the moment, so there's a massive temptation to not do any work and just get on the treadmill and run with Eddie for 6 hours straight. The thing is, if you can work whilst running, if you've got a headset and your laptop next to you, technically, if all you're doing all day is sending emails and having meetings with people, you probably could work and run at the same time. People on the other end of your meetings might wonder why you're out of breath, but running at this pace, it shouldn't be too bad, should it? So I think in my head, I would like to do a few marathons in a row towards the end. Whether I can do 7 or 5 or just 3, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, well, that's kind of my feeling as well, Ryan, is that can I be bothered to run every day for 6 hours a day in a row for a number of days? It's a big ask, isn't it? Not only physically, I mean, you know, you are going to struggle. It's a big challenge. But also just the amount of time, even if you're not tired by running that length, that distance, you're going to be tired just by spending 6 hours and taking 6 hours out of your day. You can't do anything else. You're going to get up, have some breakfast, get showered, and by the time you've done all that, it's going to be time to set up running. And then once you've done 6 hours of running, it's 6 o'clock, after 6 o'clock in the evening, shower, change, eat, bedtime, isn't it, really? Yeah. Get out on some trails and 6 hours seems very pleasant. Not that it isn't pleasant with you guys. I mean, it is fun and we do chat and enjoy ourselves and that's great. It's just a massive chunk of time, isn't it? But also, though, if there is going to be any point at which it's possible to do this, it is now, while we're in lockdown, while nothing else really is going on. It's an ample opportunity to do it if you're going to do it. So maybe we just have to grab the bull by the horns and say, okay, I am going to commit to running the last 10, the last 7, the last 3 marathons with Eddie all in a row. Oh, Jeff, I know. But I think that's different, isn't it? 22 hours on your feet for 7 days. I mean, I think you'd be swept along by other things like the wind and the rain, for example. It sounds like Clara has joined us as well for the last few kilometres. Adam, I am beginning to think you have no willpower to go to work. Julie Barnes has joined us as well. Hello, Clara, and hello to Julie Barnes as well. And Kathy McManus is here. Oh, and the snack cart has arrived as well. Hi, Kathy. Mo Magic, no, I don't think so. I think Eddie is aware of how to run multiple marathons in a row. You don't need to carb load for these kind of things. Carb loading is if you are going to go fast and you need lots of glycogen and energy to run quick. If you're going at this pace, you do need to fuel, but you don't need to carb load because much of your energy is going to come from fat, topped up with some carbohydrates, but most of your energy is going to be burned through fat, and so you don't need to carb load before this. And you couldn't really. You can't carb load. You could, you will run out of energy in 2.5 to 3 hours. And no matter how much you carb load beforehand. I don't know, Kim. I don't know if I have or not. I'm not sure I should dare to ask. Angela has joined but is way behind because I can only walk. Oh no! Hello to Angela as well, who has joined but unfortunately can only walk. We'll stop. She has joined but unfortunately can only walk, so is a bit further back. Thanks, Angela. It's good to have you with us anyway. We know you're there. Oh, there's Ram speeding past. Well done, Ram. Clearly not bothered about running slow with us lot. Wants to break his 5k record. Speeding off into the distance there. Super fast. Well done to him. Or her. Could have been her, but I think it looked like a him. Buenaventura, I'll be going quick tonight. 8 o'clock PM UK time tonight. We'll do a very fast, I said very fast, we'll do a fast 2.5k. And then I might do a Wednesday workout tomorrow as well. But we are committed to supporting Eddie over the next 2.5 weeks. Oh, you were lucky, Kim. Yeah, you managed to catch up because of the breaks. That's good. 5k for me now, so another 7k to go. Maybe 7.5k to go. We're still having fun here though, Ace Ventura. It's nice to have the crowd. It's a good crowd. Everybody's chatting, enjoying the camaraderie, the spirit of being together and supporting the cause. It's all good. We can't run quick all the time, Buenaventura. Can't run quick all the time. Right, Clive is at 35 kilometres now. Eddie is at nearly 35k. Good grief, Debbie is taking tea. That is a turn up for the books, isn't it? I just dropped my phone, Debbie. Let's drop some more ride-ons. And Mo Magic says, forget running fast some of the time. I just wish I could. We can't run fast all of the time. Mo Magic says, I just wish I could run fast some of the time. I'm sure you can, though. Okay, Debbie did order tea, but she's now changed her mind and might go for rum instead to warm the stomach up. You will never hear me request gin, Kathy. You will never hear me request gin, Kathy. No, not Jim. Ah! Not Jim. G-I-N. Oh, for goodness sake, it's even spelt that wrong. Yet another voice to text fail. Oh, Fish and Sea was just classic this morning, wasn't it? This morning on my live stream, I tried to say the word efficiency, but it ended up as if, fish and sea. I'm not saying I'm funny, but Eddie better watch out. Debbie's tea has a bit of a kick to it, says Kathy. Is tea and rum a thing? Question mark. Angela says, I'm thankful to be able to walk, but running will come later. And Mo Magic, small steps, big achievements, Angela. Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Well done, Angela. It is here, says Kathy. And Jay Hunter says, I'm happy to find out, Stephen. It is now, Stephen, says Tina. And Debbie says, it certainly can be. Well, I am pleased. If you wonder where we are, this is the Innsbruck world on Zwift. So you may have seen us just running around the imaginary world of Watopia. But we are today on a brand new world. Well, not brand new to Zwift, but brand new to the Eddie Izzard project. So this is our first run as Team Humanity in Innsbruck, Austria. We will be running other courses as the days progress. We'll be back on Watopia, but we're also going to run in New York at some stage. And it wouldn't surprise me if we did a London run at some point as well. And we'll also be in Paris. Is that Julie Hunter? Jack Hunter, sorry. Yeah, Jack Hunter, okay. Yeah, New York on the final day. We'll definitely do Paris as well. Yes, we will be in New York. We will be in Paris. I imagine we will do London at some point. Remember everyone, I'd like some short videos from you at some point, perhaps this week or next, which I can send to Eddie's team. Thanks, Lee. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Lee. Alan, are you a member of the Eddie Izzard Zwift Runners page? It's a separate page from the Zwift Runners normal forum, which Adam has created. And go and join that. Richard Melick has posted some information about the next few days of the stream, and what worlds. Well, it basically tells us what places, virtual places, Eddie is running in. Now, some of those places match worlds on Zwift. So New York, it would be sensible, and I'm sure we will run in New York. Paris is also there, so I'm sure we'll probably run in Paris on that day. But also Innsbruck was announced this morning. Early this morning, Richard announced that Eddie would be running on Innsbruck. So, you need to keep your eye out on the forums, basically. We will post messages to say where Eddie is running during the next few days. But if you can't find Eddie on Watopia, then just check the other worlds. There's only 3 worlds to check in total. So, check Watopia first, and then check the other 2 worlds, and just scroll down the list of runners and cyclists, and you should find Eddie, and you'll certainly find all the regulars, Clive or Adam or myself or all the usuals will be running. Chris. No worries, Adam. Alan. Right, Eddie is on 36.5 now. So we're coming up to the special announcement moment, which is always jolly good. Here comes Adam, speeding through. 16.9 kilometers for Adam. Is Adam trying to make up some more distance again? soft cheese and cucumber sandwich. Full stop. Anything in the cart, Kathy? Question mark. I'm not sure rum is a suitable replacement for cheese and cucumber sandwiches. Oh. Okay, brie and grapes in a sandwich, please. That would be awesome. Right, 7k done for me, so another 5 to go. And we will make it to another marathon for Eddie Izzard, marathon number 12. It feels like it's not long before halfway, you know, in this project. Jack says, far too posh, give him a corned beef sandwich. Corned beer sounds good. On second thoughts, maybe it doesn't sound all that good. Yes, Kim, at least I'm getting a little kick of the snack part, aren't I? Andrew Usher is off, 10k done. See you tomorrow, Andrew. Bye-bye, Andrew. Hello to Kim, who has just joined us. Stand by for a very important announcement. Well, lordy, lordy. Who would have thunk it? Park run to go. I miss park run. Streamers and balloons falling from Chris. Jack Hunter says I can't type today. And the crowd goes wild waving pom-poms. Yoni says it's always a good moment when we get to 5k to go. Jeff, have you seen the Centurion 1 Community double slam details? No. Double slam. What's that? Tell me about that. Is that if we do 100 miles and we did the 100 miles in the summer, last summer, do we get some reward or something? So we're going to turn right in a minute. Parkrun is an awesome part of your training every week, I think. Thanks, Chris. Right. Not left. We're going right. Did I say left? What is this? 600 miles in March and April? What? Right, I'm going to have a look at it, Jeff, because I don't understand what that means. 600 miles. You have to do 600 miles in March and April. I'm not sure I get it. I'll have to have a look, Jeff. Hello, Rebecca. Tiger in the house. Full stop. Hello, Rebecca. Or is that dinosaur? Question mark. Oh, okay, right. 4 times 100 and 4 times 50 miles. Okay. Between March and April. I might be up for that.
Ride on!
Oh, Jevon! My son Jevon has just given me a ride on. Thanks, Jev. That's my middle son, who is at university in London. So basically on total lockdown in London. Okay, that sounds tempting, Jeff. I may well give that a go. Work sucks. I'm falling behind to catch up with the gang. Nearly at 8k now, so 4k left. 4.5k. You worked for the Prime Minister? That's what Clara thought as well. Project manager, Prime Minister, same thing. Full stop, both useless. 10.2 miles a day. We do that in our sleep, Jeff. We do that in our sleep. Do you know what? I go backwards and forwards in front and behind Eddie Izzard because I'm constantly trying to catch up, and then I don't pay attention, I go too far ahead. So I slow down to let Eddie catch up, and then I don't pay attention and I fall behind. It's madness. I just need to concentrate. Sounds like Rebecca needs something a little bit more nutritious than cupcakes. Full stop. I recommend a big bowl of pasta. Full stop. I recommend a big bowl of pasta instead of cupcakes. Ah! Matthew did make the cheese sandwiches after all. Right, where is Eddie? I've gone way ahead, haven't I? Let's slow right down and let Eddie catch up. David Tiplady has joined us. Looks like David has been with us for a little while actually. David looks like they're on about 4K, so hello David. I didn't notice David Tiplady joining us. Hello there, David. Oh, now I've gone behind again, you see. Look, I need to pay attention. Right, let's catch up. I'm not far behind, though. 38.5K for Eddie. There's some ride-ons for people I haven't given ride-ons to yet. Martin Thornley says, went for a 5k walk run after 6 weeks of nothing. Shin splints feel worse than ever. Martin, I was off for 3 months with shin splints. 3 months. So that's, what is that, 12 weeks? I was off for 12 weeks, Martin, with shin splints. You just have to rest. You just have to rest. I know it's annoying, but that's the only way to do it, buddy. Daniel Lee says, hi, how are you? Just a question, what is it about running that you like? What motivates you? Is it achieving the next goal or beating personal bests? All of that. all of that, Daniel. It's keeping fit as I get older. But also what's exciting is learning new ways to train and get faster. So I'm now faster than I've ever been before. Not right now, but you know, my recent 5k times and my recent marathon times are the fastest I've ever done. So that excites me, getting faster times, beating my personal bests. But also one of my great loves is ultra running, distance running, climbing mountains like the ones you see on the Innsbruck course here, high up into the sky, beautiful views. I go every year to Chamonix in France, and every year we go out to the Canary Islands in Spain and we run some mountain ultra races, 100k, 100 miles, some fantastic views, spend a day and a half running in the hills and the mountains, and that's what inspires me. That makes me very, very happy. Ryan Perring, says you can't rush back. I was out of the game for 18 months with shin splints. Right, so there you go. So I was out for 3 months. Ryan Perring was out for 18 months. So Martin, you've really just got to take your time and get yourself fit again. But just rest. You cannot rush back. 6 weeks sounds to me like it was too early. Daniel, it's just regular running. Just, you know, eventually you run so often, you build up a kind of fitness level that means you can run every day, 5-10 miles every day. You don't get injured, and as long as you don't try and, you know, break records every day, you'll keep fit, and you will be able to run every day and enjoy it. But baby steps, small steps. So don't suddenly start from going from 5 miles a week to suddenly trying to run 50 miles a week. You can't do that. You have to build up slowly, and it takes years to build up slowly over those years to get to running the kind of distances that maybe I'm doing now, or Clive is doing, or Eddie is doing. Yeah, that's the other risk you take with shin splints. If you try to run too regularly on shin splints, you risk getting stress fractures. Ryan says it was worth it though for his only ever podium, limping 5 miles and then getting a stress fracture, but he got a podium. So sometimes people take risks, and you have to balance and judge whether the risk is worth taking. 39 kilometres in now for Eddie Izzard, 3.2k left, 3.2k. Unfortunately, we can't see Eddie Izzard's stream today because I have put the wrong streaming production on my software. I do have a production setup which includes a link to Eddie's stream as well, so we can see what Eddie is doing. But I basically today I left my computer on from this morning, and this morning we did the Film My Run 500, and I left the computer on with the same setup. So that's why we've got this setup now, and not the setup with Eddie's stream. David Buckingham. Oh, Jeff says I've been doing it since mid-80s, still learning, taking risks that are probably not worth it. That's yeah, we know that, Jeff. As me and Richard passed you on the Southwest Coast Path one day while you were limping along 20 miles in, saying, no, it's not going to happen.
David Buckingham says, I've been running mostly in zone 2 for the last month or so and find that I'm able to run every day, albeit slower. Yes, exactly. If you want to run fast, you do need to add a few speedy sessions to your week. But like David says, keep it slow mostly, and you'll be able to run longer and every day if you so desire. "42,000 people currently on Zwift, apparently. 10,000 of us running in Innsbruck. The most people will most likely be in Watopia, of course." Wow, thank you, Matthias, for letting me know that. Apparently, there are currently over 42,000 people using Zwift right now. Oh, apparently, there are currently over 42,000 people using Zwift right now. Yeah, it could get another record today. I think that's what Eric was predicting, wasn't it? Eric Schlange was predicting today was the day, or is it next Tuesday? It's either today or next Tuesday is predicted to be the peak. Clive is on 39.5k now. Jack Hunter says most of them are trying to run me over. Well, we can be sure that a good proportion of those are runners. We'll stop. The running community is increasing in numbers every single day. Over 45,000 now. Jonathan Cost says 43,200. Ryan says over 45. Get a screenshot. Oh, it's John Hunter. Sorry, not Jack Hunter. Jack and John are synonymous, though. You can use Jack for John, can't you? I think that's allowed. I get out of it like that. I know. I don't know why it's a Tuesday in January every year, but it always is. If I look on my running stats, Tuesday is always my busiest day as well for some reason. Nice, Ryan. Send it in. What do you call a Russian Coca-Cola thief? Question mark. Knock a crater pop off. Yeah? Russian Coca-Cola thief, knock a crater pop off. Oh, come on. 10k done for me. Nearly 40k for Eddie Izzard.
Izzard has hit 40 kilometres, full stop. Just 2.2 to go. Well, he hasn't quite hit 40. He'll hit it in a second. What kind of shoes do you ninjas wear? What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Dunno. Did I miss that answer? Oh, I see. It was all in the same thing. Sneakers. Ninjas. Because they're sneaking around. I see. Yes. Debbie Colville now on 11 kilometres. Clive Finnemore's hit 40 as well. Tina Beard 7.3. Chrissy is on 19.3. David Tiplady 7.9. Is it David Austin? 9.6. HM from Scotland on 2 kilometres. Gail on... missed it. Paul Hayward on 7 kilometres. Kathy McManus on 6 kilometres. Rebecca Wensley on 2.6 kilometres. Kim runs on plans 3.3. Boy asked his father, "Can you explain a solar eclipse?" He answered, "No, son." Yeah. We are not good at comedy. Oh. We are not good at comedy. I don't think so, Chris, full stop. I think we better stick to talking about food. We watched last night, full stop. Eddie was so tired, he was basically falling asleep during the set. It was funny though. I have a feeling Eddie may try extra. Oh no, my phone's died. My phone has died. So, far less texts from me in the last 2K. I think I just need a better memory, Adam, to make sure it's charged when I start running. Or to bring the charging cable out here when I start running. Yes, I know. Organisation. At least my heart rate's looking good again today. Nice and comfortable. Right, should we push some cyclists out of the way? The only good thing about going through loads of cyclists is we quite often get quite a lot of ride-ons dropped on us. One mile to go, thanks Adam. Give him a shove, John. Yeah, loads of ride-ons dropping. I'm at 168 ride-ons just for 10k or for 11k. That is madness. 170 ride-ons. Anthony Lester, thank you very much for the ride-on, Anthony. Yeah, 170 ride-ons just for 10k is unheard of. It's ridiculous. We have a k to go, just over a k and a half probably. Can't see Eddie. Oh, there's Eddie. Yeah, 1.3 kilometers. There we are. I've hit 11 kilometres, David Tiplady on 6.8, HM on 2.9, Debbie Colville on 12 kilometres, Austin on 10.5 kilometres, Clive Finnimore is about to hit 41 kilometres, well done Clive, Kim runs on Plants on 4.2, Jeff Partridge also on 11 like me. Why don't pigs go to hospital, says Rebecca. Come on then. Because they don't want to be cured. Should have got that, actually. Should have got that. Got to apologise to John Hunter for constantly calling him Jack Hunter. Eddie has hit 41 now, so 1.2k to go. Paul Hayward's on 8 kilometres. D. Gale. Is it David Gale? Dawn Gale? Oh. I don't know. Never remember these things. Kathy McManus on 7 kilometres. Well done, Kathy. Tight group now. Oh, okay, right. Ryan is claiming John as one of his runners, even though John has the LGRC tag to his name. Oh, what's LGRC stand for? LG Running Club. What's LG? Or is it Racing Club? I don't know. Treadmill's gone into cool down for Adam. What? Oh, Lonely Go. Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, Lonely Go Running Club. Of course it is.
Oh, blimey, all right. Everyone's telling me now. Thanks, Kathy. Adam says, I'm not getting lost today. 21.6 for Adam. So Adam has done a half marathon. Well done, Adam. John Hunter is also telling me it stands for Lonely Goat. And of course, I now feel an idiot because, of course, I should have known it was Lonely Goat. One of the biggest running clubs in the country. Adam's treadmill has 99 minutes max before it stops. I would hate to have one of those treadmills. Every 99 minutes you have to restart it. What a nightmare. I think Carol Rushworth's got one of those as well, hasn't she? Is it Carol? Somebody else I know has got one. Yeah, it might even be the biggest club in the country, Ryan, yeah? Right, Clive and Eddie are now on nearly 41.5 kilometres. Eight or 900 metres left to run. Seven 700 metres to run. And Eddie is making a dash for the end. Sped up a bit. It's 6:15. So we're going to finish in the next 5 minutes or so. So a bit quicker than Eddie originally thought. Eddie thought she was going to finish at around 6:30. So we're a bit ahead of that schedule, which is good. I think a lot of runners have Lonely Goats as a second claim, don't they? Jeff used to have a treadmill that cut out after 90 minutes, but a new control board fixed it. Nice one. Right, we have 600 metres left. Adam Koffler has hit 22k, so a half marathon for Adam. But only Clive is going to do the whole marathon today with Eddie. So big thumbs up for Clive. Well done, buddy. Another good job. Another great effort. Now, usually at this point, I flick over to Eddie's live stream to see how she's doing, but can't do that today, so I have to leave that till tomorrow. Rebecca is still hungry. Yeah, well done, everybody. Chris has hit his daily target. Well done, Chris. So Chris has done a half marathon as well. So Chris and Adam half marathons today. Clive and Eddie full marathons. I don't know, what are they doing? Are they just wobbling about?
There you go. Is that better? Is that all right for you? How's that? Do you like that? I'm just relaxed. I'm just chilled. Yeah, great job, everybody, especially Clive and Eddie, says Tina. Well done. 300 metres to go now for Eddie. You are both beasts, says Rebecca. 13 kilometres for Debbie Colville. Well done, Debbie. Awesome work. Kathy says, fun group, everyone. Thank you all. Jeff Partridge has hit 12k. John Hunter has hit 7.2k. Paul Haywood's going to hit 9k before the end. Kathy has hit 8k. HM is on 4k, well done. Kim runs on plants on 5.2k. Tina Beard's hit 9.3k. David Tiplady's going to hit 8k before the end. Is it Rob Air? R Air up there? 3.3 kilometres, well done. Yeah, Eddie, good luck for the German gig tonight. So, unless you speak German, don't sign up for the gig tonight, because you won't understand a word of it. Eddie is going to do her stand-up gig in German tonight. Which is pretty amazing. Jason Mitchell says, awesome work, everyone. Sorry I couldn't join, workloads didn't allow. Andrew Usher says, amazing work, everybody. Jonathan just thinks I look camp. That's fair enough. I'm happy with that. Has Eddie stopped? Did Eddie hit the full mileage? I didn't see Eddie hit the full mileage then. Maybe she did. Right, I'm assuming Eddie got to 42.2. Where's Clive? That's the problem with joining cyclists, isn't it? No, where's Jeff? Come on, Jeff. There's Jeff. Jeff's carrying on a bit. That was a strange ending because I didn't actually see Eddie finish. I assume Eddie did finish. Let's just go back, see if I can go back a bit. Clive Finnemore stopped. Adam Koffler stopped. Can't see Eddie though. Oh, there's Eddie. Yeah, 42.1. 42.19 on Eddie's stream. Yeah, fine. It's 42.19. So, right, and again, just to make this clear, so we always talk about a marathon being 42.2. It actually isn't. It is 42.195. So that's why Eddie always stops at 42.19. After 6 hours odd running, you want to stop exactly when you are allowed to stop. So there's no going further for Eddie, apart from yesterday, actually, when Eddie forgot that she'd finished and was chatting away to somebody. So don't panic that it's not 42.2. It is 42.195, which is a marathon. And what Eddie does at the start of every stream, Eddie will go up to where it says set a target, and they put in 26.2 or 42.2 kilometres to make sure that they do run the full distance. Yeah, what I just
what I just said, Ryan. Okay, yeah, pay attention, says Jeff. Yeah. Okay, we're done. Right, so I'm going to be back at 8 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock for a very, very short run. I think it's 2.4 kilometres for stage 2 of Tour of Zwift. Tour of Zwift is kind of getting lost for me in the Eddie Izzard thing. I am committed to the Eddie Izzard thing for a month, so everything else has to kind of fit around that. Tour of Zwift is huge. Go and set yourself up to do Tour of Zwift this month. Stage 1 was last week, stage 2 this week. So I'm not doing the longer runs. Usually I would do the longer runs, but I'm doing the shorter runs this time. So stage 2 tonight, Tour of Zwift, 8 o'clock UK time, 2.4 kilometres, and I'll try and run it, relatively quickly, so I can go and have some food and get the day over with. And then tomorrow, I'd like to do a half marathon tomorrow with Eddie. I might do the first half instead of the second half. We'll see. I'll start the first half, but I'd quite like to do. Oh, stage 2 is the final day tomorrow. Gosh. Okay, so yeah, it's flying by, isn't it? I'd quite like to do Wednesday workout tomorrow night, but it depends if I feel too tired or not. I'll do a half marathon with Eddie, and then we'll see if I do Wednesday workout or not. There's a chance I won't. If I feel too tired, I won't do it. Right, we're off. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me, for watching, and for chatting. It's been great fun, as always. So yeah, each stage is 4 or 5 days, so it's not a whole week, it's just 4 or 5 days, says Ryan, who always knows more than me about these things, and quite right too, because I don't pay attention. So thank you, Ryan. Yeah, tonight, 8 o'clock tonight, I'll be there for a very short run, and then we'll see you tomorrow for a half marathon with Eddie. Take care. Bye-bye.